So this is going to be a short video to show you how to go about resyncing your primer counter with the microcontroller inside the primer in case they ever get out of sync, which can happen if you get a power surge while primer's counting up or power's disconnected. But one way or another, it can happen on rare occasions like that, and the way you tell is if primer is no longer displaying prime numbers. That's a sure sign that it's gotten out of sync. But it's easy to fix, and the way you do it is you simply tell primer what number is in the display, and then primer figures out how to count up to the next prime number after that and increments the counter accordingly, and that syncs up both the display and the microcontroller. Because the microcontroller doesn't actually know what's in the display. It just knows what was in it when it was synced during manufacturing, and it just keeps track of every increment since then, and hopefully that keeps them in sync. If they get out of sync, you watch this video and you figure out how to get them back into sync again. So what you're going to do is you're going to make note of whatever number is in the display. In this case it's 9383, and I don't happen to know if that's prime or not. Let's just assume it isn't. And you should write that number down somewhere because you're going to refer back to it. You're going to tell primer, first you're going to actually put primer into resync mode. Then you're going to tell it what number is in each column of the digits starting from right to left. So we're going to go 383900. And you do that through pressing the button. All of this is done through pressing the button. So we'll press the button and hold it for 5 seconds, which primer will acknowledge entering into resync mode by simply incrementing the last, or actually the first digit, by 1. So it'll go to 9384. Then we'll tap the button 3 times, indicating that it was originally number 3 in that column, and then we'll wait for 5 seconds, and primer will acknowledge accepting our input again by incrementing the digit again to 9385. Then you click the button 8 times to indicate the second digit, and so on and so forth. When we get to the 0 digits, we'll do nothing, and after primer waits for 5 seconds for each digit, it'll assume that because we haven't entered anything that the value of that digit was 0 and increment accordingly. When it gets to the end, it'll know that it's incremented the number that's there however many times it's taken to acknowledge our input, and then count up from there to the next prime number, and you're set. So without any further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to press and hold the button for 5 seconds, and you'll see the digit counts up. And now I'm going to enter it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and wait for the acknowledgement. There we go. Now I'm going to enter 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait for it to acknowledge that. Then 1, 2, 3 for the third digit. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm going to do nothing twice. That's the first 0, that's the second 0, and it counted up to 9391. And let's just do a quick check here. Wasn't ready for this, but I'm going to enter is 91 prime on my phone here. And we'll say, yes, 93, I don't know if you can see that, but 9391 is a prime number. So we're reset. I can hit it again, counts up to 93, 97, everything is back to normal. So hopefully that explains to you how you can reset your primer if it ever gets out of sync.